Hello and welcome to episode 24 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We are your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, Halloween Horror Nights Speculation Map version 2 is out, and Taylor's going to discuss it all with us. And then we're going to play a game. Guess that warning sign game I came up with. And then we're just going to talk about some amazing things at Epic Universe because something happens every day there. So we're going to talk about that. So Taylor, how are you this week?
I'm good. I dyed my hair. I'm not red anymore.
I did notice that. I wasn't sure if you were the right person that I was talking to.
Normally I dye it every 4 to 6 weeks, so.
All right. Yeah, well, so I haven't noticed any of the other times, so I apologize for that.
No, I've been really slacking. That red was
all right.
on its last leg.
So we were talking before we went live on the air here. So first off, for those that have not figured this out, each week now we're going live on TikTok. It's usually Sunday nights. It seems like we should really probably push that out ahead of time. Maybe when we have a set schedule. I don't know. Right now it's just whenever we can get together. Yeah. But if you do catch us, if you're following us on TikTok, you'll get a notification that we're going live and we're recording. So just follow us on TikTok and you can ask your questions and they'll be on the air. So that's one little tidbit. But before we started recording, we started talking. We go down these tangents where we just start talking and we're like, hey, maybe we should hit the record button. And this would be a good little fodder, So we were talking about, some of the agents are going down to Epic Universe and we know our friend Holly is going to be there soon. And Holly reached out to me. I was going to say to you before I hit the record button, Holly reached out to me this week and she wants to record an episode. I said, yeah, of course. And she has a nice little fun game that we're going to play. I'm really excited about it. So
I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, I guess, the second version of the Halloween Horror Nights speculation map came out. So I'm going to let you take this one over and let us know what has changed, if you've had any more clarity on anything. So
okay, so there's a couple of different things. A lot of the positioning has also changed from the original version of the map. Now this isn't technically 2.0 yet. This is just the Easter preview because we're recording on Easter. But it is technically the Easter preview.
Okay.
But it might as well be 2.0. I can't really see them changing much. But it does have a fun little Easter banner.
It does.
They played a game on Discord and they gave out a bunch of hints and stuff, and then everybody kind of the community got together and they kind of put together what was supposed to be on this speculation map. So I thought that was really cool. And that happened at about 3:00 today.
Okay.
But a couple of positionings are different from the original one, which I didn't think to pull up before we got here. Hold on. 2025. All right, there's the other one. There's the original one. Right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So, as far as positioning goes, it does look like that pirate ship kind of thing that I was like, oh, this would be really cool if it was Voyage of the Last Demeter. Or the Last Voyage of the Demeter. I can't. But it does look like that's here to stay. There is a new speculation now that is actually undead Vikings.
Okay.
I'm not really sure where that comes from. And it kind of was said a couple of times, but it wasn't really anything that's substantial. It doesn't shock me that they're putting an original house at the beginning of the park. Now, for all of my WWE fans, it looks like that is about to be absolutely 100% true. That has moved its location to the amphitheater location where they normally hold the concerts and everything.
Uh-huh.
But it is like a symbol that has like a coffin and something that looks like it could be like a wrestling ring behind
Yes, it
it.
does. It does look
And
like that.
to fuel that even more, there is a sweepstakes currently going on for WWE for Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, get out of here! Really?
Yep. They
Oh
just
man.
announced it yesterday, I believe.
So who announced it? WWE announced it.
WWE. Mike Aiello also retweeted it. Also,
Yeah.
Universal Studios said something about it, and HHN Chad said something about it too. So
Oh, that's cool. Big weekend for WWE. WrestleMania's this week.
exactly, and that's like the big thing that's happening right now. Is that WrestleMania is coming up. They're doing the sweepstakes, and it's really looking like we are going to get the WWE house. My hope is that it is entirely based off of the Wyatt family. But it probably just in order to pay homage, even though we know that he is in retirement, The Undertaker.
Yeah,
Um,
first thing I thought of when I saw that.
exactly. So it's really looking like we're gonna get that.
That's
I did
awesome.
see someone call it the horrors of WWE. WWE. So it could be both. It could be the Wyatt family, The Undertaker, um,
Oh, it would be
his
so cool.
brother that I can't remember the name of right now, but they call themselves the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, Kane.
Kane, thank you.
This is back in
Um,
the days to watch.
yeah. It's looking like it's going to be that. So
Yeah,
that's
you know
really
what would be
cool.
cool too if throwback Mankind back in the day with
Ooh,
Mick
Mankind would
Foley.
be cool.
Mankind in a boiler room would be sick. It would be
That
so
would be
cool.
cool. It would be cool to see a lot of the like horror esque themed wrestlers like
Who is the guy?
get a little
Uh,
spotlight.
something Snow. Oh my God, what was his name? What's that wrestler's name? And he carried around that like head. Oh my God.
Yeah. Wait.
I wanted to say Jon Snow, but that's not the right
Nope, that's
thing.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's Game of Thrones. Snow, WWE. Let's see. Al Snow.
Al
Al
Snow.
Snow. And he
Hmm.
had like, didn't he carry around? He was a nut job. That's
Yeah.
all I remember from Al Snow. Oh, that was
Hmm.
so.
It's really cool. Oh. Um. Oh God, I would be so excited for that. I think that it is a perfect integration. I would not be upset with that at
Yeah,
all.
very cool.
Not
I,
even
I
a
would
little
love
bit.
to see it too, to be honest. And I'm not a Halloween Horror Nights guy, but that I would love to go see that.
It would be super cool. And like you, who I will if WWE and Halloween Horror Nights make an announcement that they are doing this and they will be at Halloween Horror Nights, I will do an entire deep dive into the Wyatt family and the Undertaker.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I'd be in. I'd be in. I'm slowly coming around. I'm watching so many clips of WWE lately. Like it's
Same.
just all over the place, and
Mhm.
it's slowly getting back into it, which is just weird. Like I'm not spending like my Monday nights on Netflix watching Raw, but watching like clips and stuff has been very entertaining. I gotta say. So
I've like caught up on like the lore of what's going on in WWE right now.
it's so crazy. Like this weekend, like last night, like obviously you can't go if your algorithm has just the littlest hint of WWE right now, like you know all about the Paul Heyman stuff, and like I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And then you start researching it. I'm like, God, man, I fell into it again.
No, it would be super cool. I was shocked when I was just like scrolling through Twitter and it was like WWE uh something. I don't remember what the terms of the sweepstakes are, but basically like watch our show and you get to go to HHN.
That's hysterical.
It's
Yeah, so
so
that's pretty
strange.
certain that that's what that is now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That is,
Yeah.
it's cool though. It's very cool.
Hmm.
It's a nice little integration. So.
It's really cool. I'm really here for it. I think it'll be really cool. Now the first of our changes in locations is actually that used to be where the Fallout house that I talked about was supposed to go.
Hmm.
But that's actually on the other side of the park now. But we'll get
Okay.
there. Um, The second of our changes is exactly what I feared when I spoke it into existence when we were talking about HHN, because it does appear like, unfortunately, Scream has been dropped from the roster.
I see that. Yeah, I don't see anything around.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a given. It was one of those things where it was like, oh, I really hope, but it's Scream, and it's so hard to get the licensing for it.
Yeah, you
It's
said
just,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it's just rough. But it does look like Five Nights at Freddy's is going there now. That is what the security camera is, and probably forever, even if they say that it's not, will be speculated to be. um, People want Five Nights at Freddy's so bad, and it's a perfect thing to do. The second one's coming out this year. It's a good idea. Um, the next one hasn't changed, didn't change location. That is still speculated to be the Weekend's After Hours Nightmare Trilogy. That
Hmm.
is such a long title.
Yeah, that
They got to
is.
fix that. Um, but it's still in the same place. It's still speculated to be that. It's probably pretty solid that it's going to be that. That symbol doesn't exist on the Hollywood map, and they got it last year.
Okay.
And everybody wanted it, so
All right.
that's pretty solid. The light bulb thing. Um, so I have seen a couple of things for this. One of them was The Conjuring. I don't really think we're getting The Conjuring. I guess we could, but I don't really think The Conjuring is as popular as people think it is. I
Hmm.
actually think this will be an original house, just
Okay.
based off of location, because normally what happens is like in that corridor, like right in front of like where like the Plaza Universal Theater marquee is. Um, it's usually an IP house and an original house that are next to each other in that like corridor. Um, so like I don't think it'll be another IP house. I wouldn't be mad if it was, but that really does congest the area over there. Um, so I mean, it could be, it could not be. I don't really have like strong feelings one way or another about this, and I don't really have a better answer other than Conjuring. Um, eh, I think it'll probably be an original house.
Okay.
Um, but there's not really any speculation really for that other than The Conjuring. The trash bags that everybody seems to think is Terrifier um, is has now been moved to the place that the Five Nights at Freddy's one was.
Hmm.
Um, it's still speculated to be Terrifier. It won't shock me if it's Terrifier. Um, but again, I still feel weird about Terrifier being at the event. I love Terrifier. I think Terrifier is very fun, but eh, I don't know. It's a PG-13 event, and Terrifier is a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I fully believe that Universal Creative can make it happen, and the people at Halloween Horror Nights can make it happen
Yeah.
and make it readable and make it make sense. Um, they did it with Chucky. They've done it with multiple other things in the past. So I'm sure it'll be fine if it is there, but I'm not going to be mad if it's not. The next thing also hasn't changed. People are still speculating that that's going to be Scary Tales, and I'm really, 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 really hoping. Apparently, Noah thinks that we don't need another Scary Tales house for a decade, and he's false. He's wrong.
Did he
He's wrong.
not like it? Is that what it is?
No, it's because like they do it semi often, according to him. But I know a lot about HHN, and I know that there was a minute where they did like one a year. But it wasn't really like it was like a while ago because I've been going for this year will be 5 or 4.
Okay.
And they haven't done it in 4 years. I've never seen a Scary Tales house.
Okay. So yeah. So it's not that often then.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I want it, and also it looks like it's going to be winter themed, which means that that house is going to be really cold, and I am very excited for that. Florida is very hot. Um, in Fallout, looks like it's now moved over to right over there by oh god, where is that? Oh, that's like right over there by
Men in Black.
like Nightmare Fuel, Men in Black,
Yeah.
that whole yeah. Um, it looks like it's been moved over there, which is probably better because I do believe those the sprung tents over there are more equipped to be able to do something like Fallout. I don't really. I think that because of the way that Fallout is, I think that it works better in a sprung tent as opposed to like being in a soundstage.
Hmm.
Um, but I just think that they can like capture like desolate wasteland better in a sprung tent than they would be able to do something like in such a wide open space like a soundstage.
Yeah, it's a little big.
Um, yeah, so I think it would be cool. Um, it does look like the spaceman alien robot thing that we
Oh,
couldn't figure
Mega
out
Man.
what that
Yeah,
was.
Mega Man house.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mega Man house does look like it's been changed or the um icon has become clearer. Um it does look like a few years back before I started going, there was a house called HR Blood and Guts, or it was like a series of houses. I don't really remember, and again, Holly will correct me, but I don't really remember exactly what that house was. Um, but that is what people are speculating. That is an original house. It is not an IP house. And it does look like, just based off of the icons, we are getting a 5-5 split, which is fine. I do wish we would get a 6-4 split for the original
Okay.
houses, but a 5-5 split is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Um, and then it looks like maybe some kind of like cowboy house or something.
It
It's like
does look
a
like that. Yeah.
yeah, and that kind of concludes our symbols. It does look like the Lagoon Show is still there.
Still there, so that's good.
We're holding on strong.
Yes.
And then Nightmare Fuel is going to be there too. That happens in
Yep.
the Fear Factor stage. Um,
Nice.
looks like that's going to be there. There is one scare zone that has a speculation to it, and it's that we're going to get a Mel's die-in scare zone,
Okay.
which is
Oh,
really
nice.
cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
they put out a casting call a couple of weeks ago, I think, and they were asking for dancers and people that can roller skate.
Nice. That's it. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, so that does line up.
Yeah. So it's and there is a perfect area for a scare zone that goes right by Mel's die-in, so like it would make sense, and they would not even really have to decorate anything. They would just put it out in front.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
But
So
that
that's
pretty
an
much
Easter
wraps it up.
preview. So we calling this
Yeah.
an Easter preview, or are we calling this like version 2, or is there going to be a version 2 coming out?
There will probably be a version 2 coming out. Usually by version 2, we start getting speculation on names of potential houses. Um, so we could possibly be getting names on version 2. I would assume that probably in the next like week or so, we're
Okay.
probably going to have version 2, or they'll just be like, "Well, here's it without the Easter banner."
There you go. Yeah. Exactly. That would be funny. That
But
would be
obviously, I'll keep everybody posted.
great. All right, so let's move on to our. So everybody who's following along here, I'll put the if you're going to look for the what is it, the graphic that we were looking at, I'll put it up on the YouTube page, and it also goes up on Spotify, like their video page as well. So if you guys are looking, the Universally Epic Podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today.
All right. So next up, we're going to talk. I'm going to play our game, right? So I came up with this game. Now, I have a little bit of a beef with like universal warning signs, right? I've mentioned in the past
Yeah.
that like literally it feels as though like you're going to die on every ride. And let me tell you something. When I was putting this together, so this one is going to be a Universal Studios version. So all these attractions
Okay.
are at Universal Studios. So what's
Okay.
going to happen is I'm going to give you the warning sign. All right. try not to give away as much as I can, because some of these warning signs like put the name of the ride in the warning sign too. Like Men in Black will be like, "Oh, you're a Men in Black recruit doing XYZ with this,
Right.
this, and this." So I'll leave
Mhm.
that part out. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through. I think I have about 9 of them.
Okay.
Um, 2 of them have the exact same thing.
Oh
Okay. So
no. Okay.
so that one will just. So here is what. Okay. This is the first easy one, but let
Okay.
me show you how extreme these can be. Okay. So this
Okay.
one is. I'll skip that part. This ride includes sudden tilting and acceleration. Okay, what would you think in Universal Studios would do that? A ride that simulates sudden tilting and accelerating.
Gringotts?
No, it's ET. It's actually ET. So this is what I'm
It's
saying.
not.
So, so the actual word for word
Oh.
description. This is what I'm saying.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
god.
Okay, this ride simulates a chase through the forest on a flying bicycle, which includes sudden tilting and accelerating. So that's what you read going in. So this is my point.
Oh my god.
You chose Gringotts, which is intense, but it was actually ET. Okay,
That's
so
crazy. Okay.
yeah, so let's move on to this next one. All right.
Okay.
This ride simulates the action of a high speed aerial chase. The ride vehicle will dramatically and suddenly accelerate, climb, stop, and dive. The movement of the vehicle includes sudden tilting and jarring actions. This attraction involves strobes, laser lighting effects, and fog effects.
Transformers.
that one. That one. Anybody in the chat? Nope, nobody's here. Okay. Is Despicable Me Minion Mayhem?
Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
Okay. All right. Next one. This one is similar. Okay. So, like, you're going to get this one, I think. This ride
Okay.
simulates a high speed, turbulent thrill ride with dramatic aerobatics, rapid acceleration and deceleration, dramatic tilting and jarring actions with sharp turns and sudden drops.
One more time?
This ride simulates a high speed, turbulent ride with dramatic aerobatics, rapid acceleration and deceleration, dramatic tilting and jarring actions with sharp turns and sudden drops.
Is it a simulator ride? Like actually a simulator ride?
Simulator ride, yep.
Okay, is this one Transformers?
Nope. This
What is
one
this one?
is Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon,
Oh, that's fair. I've never been on that ride.
which has none of those things because you're basically sitting in a seat the whole time.
Oh no. Okay.
So, all right. So this one, all right. So this one is the one you could literally name 2 rides because it's the same exact thing.
Okay.
Ready? So there's 2 right answers here.
Okay.
This is a high-speed roller coaster, so that knocks off a bunch. Ride that
Okay.
includes sudden dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, and dropping.
Okay.
So there's 2 answers.
So, right. So, the Rip Ride Rocket
Yeah.
or ooh, that's really hard. Hold on, wait, because I'm like 90% sure the mummy mentions that it's a dark ride. Or am I crazy?
So I took these off of their like safety guideline things
Uh-huh.
from their website. So it may say something a little different on the things, but this is what
Okay.
like they say on their website.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Rip Ride Rocket and the mummy.
You're right. There you go.
Okay.
Nice. I gotta put in
Okay.
like a little sign, like a bell, like ding ding ding.
Oh no, don't keep track of how many I get wrong.
And it's just be womp womp and all the other ones. All right. All right, this one. Let's see, make sure I don't mess it up here. Okay, this ride takes place on a high-speed vehicle that will suddenly and dramatically accelerate, stop, spin, climb, and drop. The movement of the vehicle includes strong tilting and jarring actions.
Green Gods.
Nope.
Not Green Gods? Okay, hold on. Is this Men in Black? I feel like this is
No,
like crazy enough to be Men in
not Men in
Black.
Black. Nope, nope. You've guessed it like
Sing?
multiple times already.
Oh my god, is this Transformers?
This is Transform. It's so crazy, right? I'm telling you, man. And Transformers is one
Oh
of the best
no.
rides in the park. It's so good. It's so
Yeah,
good. It's
I
so
love
good.
Transformers.
Yeah, it's
Why
great.
does it sound like it's gonna like
Right?
throw you all
'Cause
the way
I
around?
literally when
It's
we were
pretty
there,
smooth.
we were like, does my son want to go on this? I asked the guy, and I'm like, hey, like, what kind of ride is this? We've never been on it before. And he's like, Spider-Man? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's just better than Spider-Man. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, sounds good. All right, here we go. I gotta leave this part out.
Okay.
Okay, this attraction has sudden and dramatic acceleration and dropping. The movements of the vehicle also include spinning, sudden drops, and strong tilting and jarring actions.
The Simpsons.
No,
See, I'm so bad at this game.
this one is Harry Potter Escape from Gringotts.
Damn it.
Okay. So you only got a few left here. And the,
Okay.
the last two are the best ones, I think. So
Oh
um,
boy.
we only have a few left. So, okay, let's see. Let's see. The ride vehicle will suddenly and dramatically accelerate, climb, stop, and dive. The movement of the vehicle includes sudden tilting and jarring action. So a lot of these things are like the same kind of like wording, right? I
Uh-huh.
will say that this is a motion simulator.
Okay, so is this one Simpsons?
This is Simpsons. You got
Okay.
it. Okay.
I just feel
The
like they're dramatic enough to be like, this
Yeah,
ride will throw you around.
yeah. It's like
Because it
you're not
does.
climbing, you're not accelerating or decelerating ever. You're stationary basically,
A
and you're just
motion
getting like,
simulator.
what I'm saying. It's a motion simulator, so you're not moving. So
You're
you
not
can't
going
say that
anywhere.
you're diving. You're just pointing down, right? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. All right, all right. Here's the next one. Um, the movement of this ride vehicle includes sudden acceleration, turning, and spinning.
Okay, so is that Men in Black?
That is Men in Black. There you go. You're on a
Yeah.
roll. All right. This high speed ride includes sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, and dropping.
I'm trying to think what else exists at Universal Studios.
It's an
Hmm.
attraction that you do love.
That I love?
Yep. You mainly love it for the name.
Oh my god, is it the Troller Coaster?
It is the roller coaster.
Why does that one sound scary?
So scary.
Why did they do that?
Oh my god, right? All right. So here's the last one.
Okay.
The movement of the vehicle is dynamic with sudden accelerations, dramatic tilting, and jarring actions.
It's dynamic? Dynamic.
And it's none of these. Like, none of this occurs in this attraction.
Oh
Zero.
no. Is this our least favorite ride at Universal Studios?
Yep.
It's like Voldemort. Like it's like there's a little bit of fear if I say it
Yeah.
out loud.
Hopefully it's going away soon. But yes, this is Fast and Furious supercharged.
Dynamic?
Dynamic.
Where?
is the movement of the vehicle is dynamic with sudden accelerations, dramatic tilting, and jarring actions. If you consider sitting on a bus, a party bus, and going through a tunnel, jarring, I don't know. Like this is
It's jarring how bad it is.
couldn't read the first part. So the first part says this ride is a high octane journey into the underground racing world.
Universal Studios. Listen, hear me out. Why are you lying?
So
No, it's
funny.
not. No, it's not.
It's the best. It's so insane. I'm telling you. So it's just like you kind of just want to like be like, oh come on, like a little bit more honesty would go a long way. And I understand this is probably some legal team behind the scenes saying like, hey, you have to put this in there because like if something happens on the ride, people can sue you. Like I guarantee you this is all this like lawyer speak. That's what
Yeah,
it sounds like.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's my game. We'll do it on all the other parks. I still have, I can't find the Epic Universe ones yet. Um, some of the agents have put up that have gone to Epic Universe already have put up some
Mhm.
of the signs. So like when we get more of those, maybe I'll put them together and we'll play that
Ooh,
again.
Holly asked me specifically what I wanted pictures of.
Yeah, so do
I'll get her
those
to take
warning
pictures
signs.
of the warning signs.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh yes, yes, that would be perfect. Yeah,
That would
it's
be
so
so
funny.
fun.
I read a couple and like Yoshi's Adventure. Oh wait, I gotta read this one. I gotta find it now. It does say slow moving. Okay. All right. No, it's not that bad. So it says slow moving ride including gentle climbing, turning, and dropping. I don't see it dropping ever, but like it's I was like, all right. Maybe
What
I
is Yoshi doing?
yeah, what are you doing, right? Um
Where are we going, Yoshi?
yeah, it's and there's one other one that we have in our Google albums for our agency. Um, this one is augmented reality ride simulates the action of a high speed adventure, includes sudden and dramatic acceleration, stopping, spinning, turning, backwards motion, and jarring actions. And this is Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge.
Are Disney's warning signs this crazy?
Oh, I'm not sure actually. It's very interesting. You're right. It's something to look into because I don't I don't remember it doesn't stick out to me. You know what I mean? Like Disney, I don't remember I just see signs for the rides. I don't see these warning signs ever. So I'm not sure.
Nah, it actually doesn't like it's like expectant mother shouldn't ride, those with heart conditions
Yep.
shouldn't ride. But it's
But
not
you don't
like this
give like
ride's gonna throw you around and send you to another dimension.
yeah, and you're gonna fly through space on a bicycle. Like yeah, it's funny. So yeah, so that leads us into our Epic Universe talk for today.
Yes.
So let's get into Epic Universe.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you've seen some things. One thing I have to bring up is on the last episode we had mentioned that when the episode was going to air, Helios uh, was going to be open, and man, does that look insane! It looks
Right.
great. I follow a guy on TikTok, and went just walking through the front door. You could see straight out into Epic Universe, and it looked phenomenal. It looked so good. And then right off the lobby, there's a little like patio area that you could just walk out to, and it just
Mhm.
overlooks everything. It looks so good. And then there's a little. He showed you like the walking path to get into Walk Epic Universe. It was great. It was great. And then
Mhm.
he was up at the bar, up at the rooftop bar.
Hell yeah.
Man, it just looked so. Grand Helios, I would definitely make it a point to go check it out. Like even if you're in
Yeah.
Epic Universe, just pop in, grab a drink or something, and just check
Mhm.
it out 'cause it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, have you seen anything that you wanted to bring to the show?
Okay, so just like I expected was going to be the case, I have seen so many people talking about the carousel. The carousel is so cool. It's so
It
cool.
really is. It really is.
It's so pretty.
And carousels are
Oh,
usually one of those things. It's like, I don't have kids. Like, I'm not gonna go on it, or like, you know what I mean. Like, if you don't have kids, you're like, I'll skip the
yeah,
carousel
it's like
because it's like kind of weird. Like, but this one is
not
great.
terrible.
it's so good. It's so open and huge, and it has that like constellations on the ceiling, and it
Yeah.
spins differently. It just yeah, it's getting a
Oh,
lot of hype. The carousel.
yeah.
It's, I did
The
see
carousel's getting a lot of hype.
yeah, I did see that. Was it was like day two of AP previews, and they had a little thing on average wait times for the day,
Hmm.
right? And honestly, the only thing that was over an hour on this list was Mario Kart. That was it.
Yeah.
Everything else was under an hour, so that was kind of like positive to see.
Yeah, it does look like they're doing something about line control, or at least they're like being like their load times are faster, maybe. Um, I mean, I guess we'll see when they're actually doing like big capacity because like
Yeah,
obviously there's a lot of annual pass holders, but like annual pass holders to the general population is like
yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about like little
yeah.
piece of pie versus the rest of the pie.
It does look like
Um,
there's a lot of people in this park though right
there
now.
are a lot of people
The
there.
lines to get in are really long. Like
Mhm.
we said, if you're staying at a Universal hotel, we said this last week. You are able to go to the vacation planning desk in the lobby and see if there's any tickets available to Epic Universe during this like soft opening period.
Mhm.
Not guaranteed, and it's not guaranteed that anything like all the rides are gonna and attractions are gonna be open. Um, but you can definitely check that out. And it seems like most people are getting in. It seems like from what I see online. Um, yeah, especially if, like I said last week, Helios. If you're staying at the Helios, I'm almost positive you're getting into Epic Universe. Like I'm pretty sure at this point, but I'm not guaranteeing it. They're not guaranteeing it, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there. Um, there is one other thing I need to say. So
Okay.
if you go on TikTok and you
Mhm.
look up, or anywhere, whatever, I like TikTok. Um, you look up tiny green animatronic in Epic Universe. All right. You will find the smallest animatronic I have ever seen in my life. And it's like a little twig animatronic trying to pick a lock inside one of the windows inside Ministry of Magic.
Oh.
It is the craziest thing ever. And it's not just like a little move back and forth thing, it is
Mhm.
like fluid in its movements.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
amazing. So after the like you have I'll find it and send it to you because
Mhm.
it is so cool and it's so tiny. It is so tiny. So my thing is like if you're in Ministry of Magic, go check out all the windows because this thing is just hidden in one of the windows. Like not it is so incredibly cool to see. So everybody out there, go check it out. Like Google it, do something, and you'll find it because it's the coolest little animatronic ever.
Yeah. That sounds so cute. I have not seen that at all.
It's really really cool. It is such a and it's something that it's one of those things you don't need to do. That's what I find at all these videos of Epic Universe is like they didn't need to throw in all these animatronics while you're
Mhm.
walking around. You don't see that anywhere. Like you don't go
Yeah.
to a theme park and see just animatronics like just as you're walking down like Isle of Burke. There's dragons like everywhere,
Mhm.
right? And they're moving and they're do. Did you see the dragon flying around? They're testing that too.
I
That's
did.
like really cool. And my son was watching it with me, and he's like, is that a dragon?" I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "Drones?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like that's what it is, but it looks like a dragon. He's like, "That's
It's
amazing."
so cool.
So it's
I'm I am blown away by the amount of just like care and creativity that has gone into this park because like genuinely everything I see is just another like, oh
yeah.
my god.
And
How did you manage that?
you know what it is too is there is a hype train here that is
Mhm.
just barreling down. So I have friends, right? Obviously, they know I do the podcast, but they're talking to me about Epic Universe. I was just at Easter talking about Epic Universe with one of the guys at our family, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's insane. Like, it looks great. The other day, I'm talking to my mother, and she's like, "Oh, that park looks amazing in Universal." And I'm like, "How did you like?" And she's like, "Yeah, it looks so good." I'm like, this is crazy. Like it's like
Yeah.
generational now, right? Like
Mhm.
everybody's seeing because they're in everywhere. Um, One of my buddies read it in the newspaper. Like he's asking me questions about. It's just insane, and they're doing such a great job. This thing is like their marketing for this has been absolutely amazing. Their
Yeah.
commercials are great. Their exposure is great. They did it right. Yes, we had that little problem where like people were getting fired, and then like the media came in like 2 days later. That was a little
Yeah.
weird. You know what? We're beyond that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is quite impressive how they
It's
marketed this brand new.
so crazy. I mean, and granted, they do have the advantage, right, too, of like, this is the first theme park in 25 years in Florida, and like it's brand new, and this is a big thing, and it absolutely should be celebrated, a
Yeah.
100%. This
Yep.
park is stunning.
It's amazing. There is one, and their marketing is very good too. Because I was speaking to my parents the other day, and they're like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, now, so what's the fourth theme park? They're saying that they have four theme parks," and I'm like, "Well, technically, they consider Volcano Bay a theme park to like compete with Disney because Disney has four theme
Yeah,
parks and two water parks. Like, I was trying to explain to them like how they did that, but like that's just saying that it works. Like their
yeah,
marketing of saying they have four theme parks now. If my
mhm.
parents in their like late 60s, early 70s are saying it, right?
Yeah. They're like asking questions.
Yeah, they're interested, so they're doing a great job. So, anything else you saw?
Um, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of stuff come out of Super Nintendo World. I have been avoiding Dark Universe like
Yes.
the plague. I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of it either.
Um,
And
but
and
everything out of Super Nintendo World looks amazing.
yeah,
It
and
looks like a video game.
it
They did
really
it
does.
right.
It really, really does. And I love the warp tube, like the warp tube where you're going up the
It's so
escalators. It's
cool.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something that I need to bring up. So that guy that I was watching, his name is Kirk. He owns like a clothing brand company, like theme park clothing brand. This is Walrus Corp, and he was up
Okay.
at that bar Helios at the top
Mhm.
on the rooftop there, and he showed a video of the space between Super Nintendo World and Dark Universe. It's pretty much cleared already. Like it's
Yeah.
basically ready for an expansion pad, like tomorrow if they wanted to. And it was very cool to see. It is a
I bet.
gigantic area. It's huge. I didn't realize because you look at the maps and stuff, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't look that big. But from up top, it looked so big. So he threw out the Zelda thing in there. I was like kind of laughing about it.
No, that's where the Wizard of Oz is going.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right. So you want to wrap this one up?
Yeah, we can call it here. Hopefully we'll get one on here afterwards that has been to the annual pass previews.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, and hopefully we do her podcast too because she has
Yeah,
reached out, so I want to do it. And we're gonna play a
yeah,
fun game. I can't wait. So, all right, so let's finish this one up. Like, follow, and subscribe to the Universally Epic Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Please leave us a rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, join the Universally Epic Podcast community group on Facebook. This episode has been brought to you by the Magical Bus Travel. If you have any Universal Orlando trip planning questions or are looking to book your next trip, email us at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com. And like always, have an epic week, everybody. Hello and welcome to episode. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I lost my spot already. I'm in the wrong spot on my. Okay, here we go. Ready? Forgot to plug my computer in. I almost died there. Oh boy. Um,
Oh no,
that would have been terrible.
would have been
Um,
so bad.
Yeah, could you imagine wavering with that? Oh my god, that would have been a nightmare. All right.